I'd say it started changing at the Americans for Prosperity Dream Summit that happened, I guess, 2 Fridays ago now, where protesters peacefully blocked the doors. That's when the movement was declared not peaceful. They cited ridiculously and terrifyingly kind of right-wing, like Breitbart video pieces about us pushing old women downstairs and stuff. And there's other media that totally counters that narrative that was constructed. It was actually summit attendees coming out and it was summit attendees coming out and getting into the protesters that caused anybody to fall over. So the city issued a much more lightly worded statement following that. So.
Up until today, can I get you to kind of describe the relationship that you guys have had with the police?
Yeah, so this is Federal Park Police turf. So the MPD usually is parked down there, down on this side, so on the southeast, southwest corners, and then on the southwest or northwest and not usually on the northeast side. Park police come through usually once a day, once every other day, and up until this point they've been primarily just taking video and pictures of structures and tents and our generators, the kitchen. In the last 2 days, they have also been attempting to search tents, without consent, just coming out to the tent, unzipping it, looking inside. So that's what happened today when you got here. And that was the most aggressive the police have been in terms of actually touching property or, like searching property.
Okay, now you said before that they had attempted. What exactly stopped them before?
Yesterday they looked like they were about to make a move towards one of the tents, and the occupier of that tent got out of the tent and zipped it and said, "No, you can't do this," and they sort of just walked away. So today there was no permission asking. They've now come by twice today to do this. Earlier this morning, they actually got into a zipper battle with somebody. They zipped up the tent, and from inside, he zipped it back down, and it turned into a Monty Python routine where they're zipping it up and down over and over again. We need to continue to work on internally how to monitor and section off individuals who are not going to be peaceful, or individuals that are going to aggress towards the police.
What would you do?
Well, you could create a peacekeepers block, which would be a group of individuals who could literally surround the person that is making the mistake that they're making, and without grabbing them or assaulting them, just with bodies, blockade them around and pull them out by encircling them. There's certainly peacekeepers who attempted to stop the violence or assault against property that was happening in Oakland. They weren't entirely successful, but even with a group of dedicated individuals attempting to protect property or attempting to stop violence, it helps reflect that the movement as a whole is nonviolent. Like everything with this occupation, it happens and then you learn from it and get better and smarter about it. So we haven't had any sort of intense police, any sort of intensive police activity in the camp up until today. So that might be something that the peacekeepers, which is a part of Action Committee, will be discussing in the future, I would imagine.